Here you go. Yeah, that's for you. You can't handle it. Oh, here we go.
All right, Mr. Harris, are you ready to make your opening statement?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. My client has filed a paternity suit to obtain child support from the father of the child.
And
I wish I could tell you that, Your Honor, but we've been...
Defendant Carl the Tooth Williams.
Mr. Williams, is this your attorney?
No, he just hanging. Well, not right now. You know, it's kind of hard to get to it with the picture, you know. Well, as the famous scholar Leon Spinks has said, any boxer who represents himself has a fool for a client.
So you will be representing yourself.
Basically.
Your Honor, I'd like to call Carl the Tooth Williams to the stand without Jabba the Hutt. Please. Raise your right hand.
Oh, straight.
Your other right.
Look, man, sometimes within that whole round, I was knocked into a coma. So, you know, I don't really, you know.
And when did you come out of that coma?
Very soon, hopefully.
That's for Dylan. Hey Bethany, how's the tooth doing?
A is for apple, J is for Jack. Cinnamon toasted apple jack. Or in your hotel room. Explain that to us. Can you do that?
Well, after...
Explain it, man!
Hey, it's all good. Basically, see, what had happened was is that we ran out of coffee filters, and I said, hey, look, what you doing with that on around your chest area? And so we used that, and then, you know, I had told her that my nipples were, had dilated, and I needed some circumference. You can't handle the tooth.
There you go, Bethany. You fucking meh. All right, my babies, lovely lads, Lord. Everybody. All right, guys, let's get on. All right. Enough fun and games, right, until you lose a tooth. All right. Anyway, guys, this has got to be the last one for today. I'm sorry. I promised a live yesterday, guys. For today. Guys, I am mentally effing drained. Yeah, I'm effing drained, guys. Okay, this is the last one we're doing. It's not the documents. We're going to pick those up tomorrow. I can't do 25 minutes straight of documents and to you guys. I just can't do that, right? We have to break it up here, guys. Okay, this is the last one, though. This got to be the last one, guys. Yeah. So we'll do a live again very soon. We'll bust out the ancient cards. I promise you. I know I promised that yesterday, but guys, I am shot. Okay, just shot. All right. Anyway, we are going to do another critique of this person. You're going to see, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I did one critique of them so far, and now I'm doing a second one. And this is going to be the final critique I'm going to do of them. This is the final one. I caught half of this. I watched half of this video when it came out the other day. Okay, I caught half of it, and then I shut it off, and I was like, whatever, you know, because I stopped watching this person, you know, once this case started rolling out, and they started weighing in with their opinion right away and came to a conclusion like right off the bat that Brian Kohlberg was guilty. I turned it off because I'm like, geez, for all your experience in the field, man, you really, I thought, in my opinion, you really rushed to judgment on this one. Oh yeah, and for all this talk about reducing you know, possibilities down to probabilities and all that, right? I'm like, out of all the people here, this person should have reserved their conclusion, you know, almost to the very end, I felt. But that's just my opinion. Hey, I'm not this bright. That's my opinion. You know, I just find it highly ironic. That's all I'm saying. Highly ironic. You know, yeah. Especially now, I wonder what he's thinking. Well, no, you'll see what he's thinking. Yeah, I guess apparently all the documents that came out hasn't deterred his opinion, which I find I find baffling, to be honest with you. But then again, that's just my opinion. So I felt, you know what, let's check it out. I think you guys would like it, and maybe maybe a little disgusted. I don't know. We'll see. And again, hey, I'm not bashing just to bash here. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to bash this person just for the sake of bashing them. You know, that's stupid. Okay? Especially with somebody like this, you just don't want to go in there and start bashing. Okay? That would be highly stupid to do that. Yeah, really stupid. But this one I felt I had to pay a little bit more attention to with what was being said. Okay? There's something about this that I was getting a little, I don't know. Let's take a look, and this will be the last time I look at this person, and okay, let's get on with it.
So I wanted to talk to you guys about the Brian Koberger sentencing, and now that everything's over, my thoughts on it. I was going to say this is my final thoughts on it, but I think there will be other things to come out because they're slowly releasing some documents, but
yeah, I can
and
say
I want
that.
to talk about that probably in the future.
Okay.
But right now,
It's not going to change your mind, though, is
talk
it?
about what they have released.
Okay.
And how that relates to past assessments and what people thought and what I thought in the beginning.
Okay.
And
right. Good.
I have to say that from what was released, I think that
yeah. Oh, sorry. Where are you? All right. I still want that bottle. There you go. There. I'm just saying.
I have to say that I think that I was pretty right with my assessment from the beginning based off of what was just released.
Oh, okay.
And
so what were you reading?
Hey,
hey, guys. Hey, guys.
That
What are you reading? I mean, I guess that's normal police detective work that he read. Finding blood all over somebody's apartment and not doing anything about them. And I don't know. Did he question if they tested those blood samples? Or, yeah. Gee, I think if I was somebody like him and I walked into a house, or I'm sorry, an apartment like, I don't know, Jack Showalter's, I'd be concerned. Just saying, Mr. Unsolved. I'd be a little concerned about that. I don't know about you. Now, I don't know about you, but from what I read, that was highly concerning to me. I don't know. But then again, I'm not a police detective, so you're the expert.
That I did in the very beginning.
You're the expert.
These murders happened.
Let's go.
So let's start with.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Motive.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the motive? Sure.
Still no clear motive. Police
Nope.
say they don't know what the motive.
Exactly.
Was.
No motive, right? No motive.
I had put forth that it was, I believe, a fantasy-driven.
Homicide. Okay.
More than likely sexual, but not necessarily. It could have been that he fantasized about being a serial killer, and I think that has some legs to it. But I still stick with what I said from the very beginning, and I'm going to link, I think, the very first.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, I get it. I'm not going to go back one.
So you can basically say, hey, you were full of shit, or no, hey, you were right.
Okay, so what if we say you're full of shit? See, okay. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. That's fine. Right. I respect that. I respect what he says there. He says you can go back and tell me I was full of shit, but is this guy going to believe it though? That's the problem. So you can't say, you can go back and say I'm full of shit, but then not take it seriously though, right? That's the problem with him. That's part of the problem. Okay? So if I say to you guys, you can call me a effing asshole and tell me to eat dog shit, and I'll be like, okay, maybe you have a point. Maybe, but you have to show me, you got to tell me why you think that, right? But then if you show me what a complete idiot I was, well, guess what? I'm going to be like, yeah, I was a complete idiot. I'm not going to pretend, I'm not going to pretend to care about somebody telling me to eat shit and then just be like, well, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right? So this is a contradiction we're seeing here. So yes, on one hand, he's saying you can go and tell me to eat shit if you think I'm wrong, but is he really going to give a shit though? Nah. I don't think so, but that's just my opinion, though, right? That's just my fucking opinion. Let's go.
Was the target, and there was, in the beginning, I knew that obviously there was somebody that was a target in that house.
Of course.
That I felt.
Of course.
And
we all did.
Target,
of course. We all did.
was somebody that was
They were all targeted.
within
Right.
the offender's fantasy.
They were all targeted. Right. Right.
Now, some idiot out there
Because,
in
and here,
YouTube land,
idiot, right? Idiot in YouTube land, right?
that
Go
I
on,
said that
right? See. Here he goes.
fantasy
Here he goes. Here he goes. See, he's saying on one hand it's okay to go back and look at his video and tell him he's wrong, but then on the other hand he's saying this YouTube idiots. So okay. Another thing with this is they were all targets, and this is a problem. He can't get off the lone wolf, right? And because he can't get off the lone wolf, he is missing about 95% of things here, of the picture. Okay? And so I don't know what. So anyway, let's go on.
and he was wanting to share a pizza. That it was just in jest. That's what I hate about freaking YouTube and all these people that just can take from your video one little sentence and try to twist it, and it's so ridiculous. But anyhow,
I thought it was. I didn't see that. It sounds funny though.
Homicide can be anything. Now I used a pizza as a stupid example.
I like pizza. Hey, pizza's good.
Showing
I
it
just
could be
say
anything.
pizza's good.
But more than likely, it's always going to be, not always, but most of the time, a sexually driven fantasy. Now, the one thing that made me shy away from that, and I haven't shied away from that, but if I was to shy away from it, it obviously is because there was no sexual assault. But again, I go back to, just because there's no sexual assault,
I agree.
There's no rape, that doesn't mean that it's not a sexually motivated crime.
I agree. I agree.
History has been littered with
totally agree. That's true. I agree.
Examples.
I agree.
Of where there is no sexual assault,
Agree.
but it is a sexually fantasized and committed crime.
Not in this case, though.
So, I believe that
not with this case, in my opinion.
Kaylee was the target.
From Dylan.
And the reason I said
See, he is guys. Another thing, and that's another thing. I'm sorry to keep stopping it, but that's another problem here. He will not allow himself to entertain, at least that I've seen, and I have not seen him go in depth and describing Dylan and Bethany and their behaviors and their multiple lies to law enforcement. So I'd like an explanation of that, okay, from him. But he cannot let himself accept or accept the idea, in my opinion, that Bethany and Dylan were a part of this. See, and this is why I feel there's stumbling here. He can't get off the lone wolf. Okay, he can't get off the lone wolf, and when you can't get off the lone wolf, again, in my opinion, you got a house of cards here, guy. And hey, I'm not, again, this is not bashing anybody. I'm not bashing him. I'm just saying, I feel he's so stuck on the lone wolf that he blinded. He's essentially has blinded himself here. That's the way I feel. That's just what I feel in watching him. Anyway, let's go on.
To be there, or I guess that's a good way to put it. She wasn't supposed to be there.
No, she wasn't.
But she was.
Who got her there?
So when you're looking at
who got her there, Ken?
Homicide,
Ken, who got her there?
You want to look at.
See, he refuses to go there.
Not necessarily a red flag.
Refuses.
What is different?
What?
In
Good.
this scenario?
Great question.
Meaning,
What? Yeah.
For a week.
Right.
Let's just say, and I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Sure, but let's just
I
say
understand
for
what you're
week
saying.
or a couple of days, Kaylee was not there.
She wasn't.
She had
Right.
moved out.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, when the murder happens, she's there.
Right. And who got her there?
Now,
Who got her there, Ken?
just her bad luck.
Ken, who got her
You
there?
have to look at that.
Okay, look at it.
That's something out of the ordinary.
Like, yes,
that has
exactly.
taken place
Exactly. Agree.
on the night of the crime.
Agree. But who got her there,
see if I can
Ken?
think of another
Ken,
example
you
of-
gotta work this backwards, Ken. Who got her to the party, Ken?
Here's one.
Dylan. Why do you refuse this? Why?
Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Gould.
Okay, great. We know. Okay, understood.
Everybody that you talk to says, well, she was single, her and OJ had broken up, and this Ron Goldman, the second victim
Yes.
at the crime scene,
Yes.
had never been to Nicole's house.
I know. Okay, good.
That's
All right.
not
Fine.
what she said.
It's a good example.
And then you're there.
It's a related example. Here, I should
it's
say.
out of place.
It's a related example.
So now you have to look at that as motive. You have to backtrack into the offender's eyes. Okay,
No, see, this is where he's getting, guys. This is where. Hang on. Sorry, guys. This is where he's getting screwed up. Okay, I agree. See, this is the problem. I'm agreeing with almost everything he's saying here, except he will not acknowledge Dylan. Ken, Dylan is the one who got Kaylee back to the house that weekend. It was Dylan who set that up, Mr. Ken. You have to look at her. You have to look at Bethany. You have to look at the documents and the police statements that they both gave. And they all lie. Lie and lie and lie. Okay? You shouldn't, Ken. You have to accept that Dylan Mortensen was the one that got Kaylee back to the house that weekend. Okay? I know you can't, for some reason, I don't know, there's not acceptance of that here. I should be hearing that here. No, you're trying to say we need to walk it back a little bit. But you're refusing to take into account Dylan's role in this.
Occurs where she's dead.
For fuck, man. For fuck.
You have this implant.
For fuck, man.
Thing, and I certainly no disrespect by calling Ronald Goldman a thing. It's not what I mean.
Oh, I know.
I mean, you have this object where something is different.
Yes.
And it's inserted itself into
the
equation.
Exactly.
So you have to look at that.
I know. Who would that be, Ken? Ken, who would that be? Who would that be, Ken? Yes.
You have to look at that.
Yes, I agree.
I hope I explained that okay.
Yeah, but you got the wrong person, Ken.
Idaho murders.
Yeah.
And another myth.
Okay.
And let me go back to why Kaylee also, I believe, from the beginning was a target, and what I've learned recently that seems could confirm that.
Okay.
That
they're all
reports say she was unrecognizable.
Yes.
Her face was
right.
Stabbed, beaten, whatever it was.
Yes. True.
And it was unrecognizable.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, that could tell you that that was the target of the attack.
Okay.
Not necessarily. Right? Because I'm a big believer that you cannot determine personal rage based on injuries and stabbing.
Agree.
Perfect segue into this.
I agree.
People disagree with me, especially experts.
No, I agree. I totally agree with him on this. For sure.
Have said.
For sure.
And I just cringe when I see it on television and on these news interviews.
But I really want that bottle. Okay, I'm
regurgitating the same old information they were fed, and it doesn't apply. That's how I know they're full of shit when they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I agree.
The victim had 42 stab wounds, so this indicates that they knew the person. It was a personal rage homicide. I laugh.
Okay, well.
When I see experts do that.
All right, okay.
It tells me they don't know what they're talking about and they don't have a original opinion because they're just regurgitating what they were told. But if you actually researched cases, you would know this is absolutely not true. And this is the reason News Nation cut me off when I was on there talking about the murders. And they wanted me to say, doesn't this show personal rage? No, you cannot tell whether a murder is a personal rage homicide based on the number of stab wounds. You can't.
I agree with that, guys. I do.
Let me give you a perfect example.
No, I agree with that. He's right. He's right.
The third victim
He's totally right.
In the Idaho murders, Xana. 50 stab wounds.
Mostly defensive.
What they just came out with,
Mostly defensive. Right? Mostly defensive.
No link to Brian Koberger, the offender.
Right. No link to any of them.
No link
to any of them. Right, to any of them.
Experts.
Ken? No, to any of them, Ken.
Would say, well, it had to be a personal rage homicide. Xana knew the victim because of the number of stab wounds. Absolutely asinine. It's an outdated way of thinking in criminal homicides. And people need to get rid of that notion.
Okay. I agree with him. Okay. Well, Xana did have that many, according to the autopsy report. And that's not complete either, guys. That's not complete either if you read that. Okay, that's not complete by any stretch of the imagination. From what I read so far, what the court what was highlighted was only the fatal injuries. Okay, not all the injuries. All right, just the fatal injuries. Okay, it's from what I've seen so far. Okay, so I agree with him though. I agree with him. However, well, let's talk. Well, Xana did have, according to the reports, she did have that many wounds, and then most of them were defensive, according to the report. Defensive. So whatever take that for whatever it's worth. But I agree with him here. All right, you cannot tell by the number of wounds. Okay, I agree with that, but you have, but. You have to take into consideration, though, the level of brutality, I would think, right? That's all I'm saying here. I would take in the level of brutality would suggest something to you, right? You may not be able to call it from the wounds, the number of wounds, but you have to, and he knows this, but yes, you have to take into account the brutality, though.
This is a perfect example.
Just brutality. I'm just saying. It's highly brutal, Ken. You know that. We all know that, right?
Again, I don't know whether Kaylee was targeted. I tend to believe that
for sure
she caught Brian's attention somehow, some way.
Where, Ken?
And then the house itself kind of maybe became
God.
The stalking ground.
Come on, man.
Again, there was reports that Kaylee saw somebody stalking her, a shadowy figure.
Yes, that's true.
Could have been anybody.
Could have been.
Could have been Koberger as many times as he's been back to that house and in that area.
Oh, my God.
And maybe he was planning on committing this murder earlier, was ready, but then Kaylee disappeared and left the house or whatever it was for an extended period of time. But he kept watching it, and she came back. So now he was going to strike.
Ken.
Those exact things.
Hey, Ken.
2 years ago.
Hey, Ken. Hang on, Ken. Hang on, Ken.
Now,
hang on,
the
Ken.
hard part about
Ken. Hey, Ken. Why would Brian Koberger, a PhD student, why would he pick somebody? Let's say he was. Let's say he was targeting. Let's say he was targeting a female. Let's say Brian had a specific type of person, a specific type of female in mind that he wanted to, do this to. Okay. Why the fuck, Ken, would he pick to do it in a coliseum? Ken, why would he pick that house that's surrounded by 1,000 other houses, Ken? Right? Ken, do I have to read this to understand that? Do I have to read this? I'd rather take your bottle there, okay? But think, Ken, I'm giving you that. I'm giving you it. I'm saying yes. This was a fantasy. He was driven by this. He had a young female type in mind, whatever. Okay. But you could pick other people to fulfill that fantasy that don't live in the fucking Roman Colosseum, Ken. Surrounded by, I don't know how many people live in that area. I don't know, take a guess. I don't know, a lot. So Ken, why aren't you asking these questions like, well, why didn't he pick a house that was on the outskirts of town? Why didn't he pick a house that it was in the middle of the fucking woods, Ken? He could have picked anything, right? He could have picked anything in Washington State. He could have picked anything in Idaho, right? That was out of the way. Okay, that was remote. But no, not a PhD college student who's studying criminology. No, he picks a fucking Roman Colosseum house, surrounded by hundreds of people. Ken, I'm not bashing you, and no, I'm not. But tell me about your theory on why he picks a house that's in the middle of, I don't know, might as well just go to Manhattan for Christ's sake.
About this, and I struggle with this.
Seriously, Ken.
Is how do I convey?
I don't know.
Hey, I was right, without coming off cocky. I struggle with that because I don't know how to do it. And I don't know how other people do it.
Just like this, man. Hey, it ain't hard, dude. Listen to me. If I can pause this fucking thing. Listen to me. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. You have to be, first of all, you have to be self-deprecating, okay? You have to have that ability to be self-deprecating. Ain't that hard, man. It really is not. You feel you come off as arrogant, well, and you say you don't know how to do it, and you don't know how other people do it. It's really not that difficult. You got to be self-deprecating, right? You tried to be in the very beginning of this video, But again, there's always seems to be conflict here with you, conflict, and I don't know why that is. Anyway, that's just an opinion. Again, this is just my opinion, of course, right? Pure opinion here, guys. And again, I'm not bashing him at all for the sake of bashing. That's not what I'm doing here, okay? See, it's just that easy, Ken. You just got to qualify yourself more. That's all you have to do, really. I'm just saying. That's what I feel.
When you say, "Oh, well, this person knows what he's doing or talking about,"
okay,
I guess I always equate everything to football. And, if Aaron Rodgers say, this is how you attack a cover 2 defense, well, I listen to him because he's done it all. Where I wouldn't listen to Johnny Manziel, who hasn't done it at a big level. That's how I
like that analogy.
And I certainly
Johnny
don't
football.
want to come off.
I like that analogy. Just saying.
But I want the amateurs who watch this to learn from me and others who know what they're talking about.
Yeah, but Ken, you got this case all wrong. I'm sorry.
And people were speculating that it was a drug hit. The chief of police who was in a video, this food truck guy. So much speculation that right off the bat, I certainly knew, and I hope other experts, would know, and now, that's not this type of murder. You're looking at a fantasy-driven homicide. This is classic. But yet I saw FBI agents
go
on
FBI
television.
Right.
Well, I think they should start looking at Kaylee's father for this. He's acting strange.
No, that's not what he said.
Oh,
no, Ken.
That guy should never be allowed to be on television ever
again. Ken, watch yourself. He's an FBI agent. Okay? He's an active FBI agent. Okay? And so you got to be careful with what you're saying here. Just my opinion. You're not an active FBI agent. Okay? You're not. So, and no, that's not exactly what he said. Okay? He said a little bit more than that, Mr. Ken. Okay? And there's a reason why he said that. There's a reason why this active FBI agent felt that Steve G, the mutt, was suspicious. I don't think he just pulled that out of his ass for the sake of pulling it out of his ass here. So I'm just saying, Mr. Ken, I would just keep that perspective in mind. That's just my opinion. Hey, I'm not an FBI agent. I'm not a retired police, I'm not a retired police officer or, whatever. So, hey, I'm just a stupid amateur. That's all I am. Stupid fucking amateur. Right?
Again, he should never be able to investigate a criminal case ever again, if that's what you believe. Just looking at the crime scene itself, and not even in depth, just in general terms.
Okay.
You can't come up with a better theory.
Okay.
And you think that
8 minutes,
this
Ken.
guy's emotional, buddy, you have no business
8 minutes, Ken.
giving any opinion.
8 minutes, Ken.
And just because you had the FBI attached to your name,
Be
people
careful.
think you're credible.
Be careful, Ken. Be
It's
careful.
asinine to me.
You're saying I could
It
say the
really
same
is.
thing about you, my friend. Be careful.
I see so many
Just saying.
wrong theories and assessments on this case.
So have I. Like yours.
And listen,
Like yours.
that doesn't bother me.
Okay.
You can be wrong as long as you articulate why.
I'm articulating it.
Why
Okay.
you feel and think
Oh, yeah?
the way you do.
Oh, yeah? 8 minutes, Ken. 8 minutes, Ken. Explain to me 4 unalivings with a cleanup with 2 witnesses who are lying in multiple police statements. Explain to me that, Ken. Explain to me the cleanup of bloody footprints in 8 minutes. Well, I'm sorry, 1 bloody footprint. The rest were already cleaned up. That one they thought they cleaned up, but the forensic lab, the ISP forensics, they uncovered it right outside Dylan Mortensen's fucking door. The prime suspect, or I'm sorry, I should say one of the prime suspects, because there's at least 3 in this case. Explain to me how that happens, Ken. 8 minutes. And he's, okay, in your lone wolf theory, and Dylan says they looked at each other. They were eye to eye with each other, just like I am with you right now. And he walks out the door, Ken, and he leaves her live, Ken. Explain that to me. Yeah, you want it? You want articulation? Well, there's your fucking articulation, my friend. Explain it. You can't. It's impossible. It's impossible. You know it's impossible. I know it's impossible. And everybody in my garden knows it's impossible. Okay? Why don't you articulate 8 minutes? Why don't you articulate why Dylan and Bethany told multiple lies in their police statements? Why don't you articulate how there was a cleanup, why there was a cleanup, who would clean up? Ken, who would clean up the crime scene, Ken? Do you think Brian Koberger again is going to stick around that house? Articulate it, Ken. Hey, Ken, you think you know where the evidence is, don't you, Ken? But you don't. Yeah, sorry, that's, again, my bad Ted Bundy impression. Yeah.
But if you just put it out there because you feel that it was a drug hit,
Okay.
you're hurting
Yes.
not only the investigation.
I never
but
said it
you're
was a
hurting
drug
the
hit.
family.
I personally don't think it was a
That's
drug
what
hit.
bothers me
Just
the
saying.
most.
I don't think that.
For this FBI agent to come out and say, "No, we should be looking at Kaylee's father."
Well, there's a reason why he said it though, Ken. You gotta say, do you think he just come out and say that?
Inexcusable
Okay.
in my humble opinion.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay, fine. I know. It's your opinion.
But let's go back to some other things that were released.
Can I still have that bottle though,
we
please?
covered
Can you send it to me? I really would like a sip of that. right now.
amateurs and so-called experts would say that was a rage killing personal homicide because the number of stab wounds absolutely
I agree.
false and been saying
Again,
this
I
for
agree.
decades.
I agree. I agree.
That Kaylee was the potential target. Police didn't say that, but I said that from the very beginning, and I think it kinda, from what I'm seeing, is bearing out.
Okay, so what made her the
Could be
target?
wrong on
So
that,
what made her the
but
target,
that's
Ken?
what I felt.
Okay, what made her the target then? Oh, what is this shit? I don't know. I'm not plugging you. I'm not plugging. Sorry. I'm not plugging the book. I'm sorry,
I
Ken.
wrote this
I mean,
550-page behemoth.
You weak for science. Tiago, because he had no code. He had no honor. And can I go now?
Mr. Harris, get on track, please.
If it pleases the court, I'd like to recreate the event of that evening.
If it please me, I would like for you to coiffurate the same prostration.
With the plaintiff, please, you're all right. Like it's all right. It's the night of May the 8th, 1992.
Damn, I'm still writing checks and putting 1977 on them. I got
Happens all the time in jail. Doesn't surprise me.
Kohlberger.
He has OCD. Also, something else is that. That he idolized. Obviously, idolize is a strong word. I don't know. I hate putting words into.
Yeah, idolize is not the right word.
It seems, based on his search history, when he was watching my videos of Ted Bundy.
Hey, Ken.
That he was looking up at certain serial killers.
God.
I've heard the Gainesville Ripper.
God. Danny Green.
Rawlings?
Danny Rawlings. Or
That's why he
something like that. I thought it was Danny. No,
I've
Danny.
heard those. I'm not sure.
Now, hang on, guys. Hang on. Ken, what is he, Ken? Ken, what is he, Ken? Ken, what is he? He's a PhD criminology student. Okay? What is his proclivity and interest? Looking up unalivers. So that is not far-fetched, given what he's studying, is it? Now, if it was a regular Joe Schmo, right? Regular Joe Schmo looking up shit like that all the time, even then, I don't know. Hey, they're fascinating. They're fascinating, right? They are. They're fascinating individuals. No, millions of people look up, unalivers every day. Because, I don't know, they're just into true crime. Right? Who is this? Who is that? What did they do? What did this person do? Right? That in itself is not suspicious, Ken. You should know that. Just because it's Brian Kohlberger, actually, that's what he's supposed to be doing, Ken. That's his studies. I don't get it. You should know that.
Not.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
It's certainly possible.
Oh my God. You can't attach that to that, Ken.
Recently, just like I did in the past.
Come on. Is that in that book?
Because
I'm just saying.
It was a signature. He was leaving that as a calling.
The knife sheath as a signature. Sure.
The Gainesville Ripper.
You mean Jack Showalter? You mean that? And his affinity for killing animals? You mean that?
Still believe
Jack in the Box? I don't know.
Went into a bit of a frenzy.
A little ha-ha.
Was on, whatever it was.
Yeah.
2 victims.
A little ha-ha.
And he unsheathed it and just left it there by mistake, by accident.
And left Dylan alive. Oh, and he left Dylan alive too. And he's
I believe that's more probable.
Oh, okay.
More as a signature. Although there is
whatever.
Someone that recently who I respect.
I agree with that.
And their opinions say otherwise.
It wasn't a signature.
So I gave it some credibility.
Whoa. Let me back up a little bit. I don't think it was a signature that Brian Kohlberger left. If it was going to be a signature, it's not from him. Okay. I'm more thinking that Jack S. liked to leave little signatures around. Yeah. At least from what I've heard. Rumors and such. I'm just saying. Rumors and such. Just rumors and such that he would like to leave, carcasses around places. As a joke. Just saying, Mr. Ken. Just saying.
Aspect of
Just saying, Mr. Ken. I didn't hear, hey, Mr. Ken. Mr. Ken. I didn't hear anybody talking about Mr. Kohlberger leaving any animal carcasses around anybody's place. Just saying, I didn't hear that.
Before that I felt that whoever this offender was,
Okay, doesn't mean it's true. I'm just saying. Didn't hear
was
it.
stalking somebody in that house. And again, with the recent documents that came out, and then of course the GPS from the phone and stuff like that, it seems like that was certainly true.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Hey, I'm just going to the fucking store, Ken. Does that mean I'm an unaliver, Ken?
Come off as I told you so.
Oh my God.
You hate to put that out there like that.
Oh my God.
But listen, facts are facts.
What facts?
Same with the Delphi murders.
What facts? There are no facts, Ken. Just because there is pinging off one tower.
Same with Brenda Condon. I mean, these cases.
Oh God, Ken.
When you bear down and look at them,
we are.
If you know what you're looking for.
Yes. Lies.
And look at the
contrast. Lies. Lies and contrast.
Rumors,
lies and contrast.
They're fairly easy to break down.
Lies and contrast.
I was once asked just recently, and I was asked a lot, but recently for the television
an absurdity.
Show, how many cases have you solved?
Mm-hmm.
And I very cocky said every single one of them. Now, how can I say that?
Mm-hmm.
I can say that because I might not be able to give you the exact name of an offender. I can tell you the type.
Okay, we've been through this. We've been through this.
For this TV show,
mm-hmm.
I solved 4 cold case murders. Went to the police department. They agree, this. For a couple of them. Some of them I didn't. Some of the police were like, we don't want to be involved, but, it is what it is.
Oh, God.
The serial killer that murdered them is 91 years old.
Okay.
He's already in prison.
Okay. So? The
investigators, the district attorney's office, is not going to charge him with these murders.
Okay, whatever.
I'm happy that Brian Kohberger is sentenced and people can get on with their life until the next crime of the century. Whatever the media picks. And there will be another one.
Well, I'm glad you're happy about it. A lot of people aren't,
again,
Ken.
I reached out to Kohberger a couple times. He never responded to me.
Gee, I wonder why.
Maybe that will change.
Maybe because you, I don't know, think he did it from day one?
Who knows?
Why would he fucking talk to you? I wouldn't talk to you.
Whatever it is.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Into his mind a little
Fuck you. More. You want more content. That's all you want. You don't give a shit about it. Do you?
About learning.
I'm just saying.
And learning from specific cases to apply to what?
Yeah, to
other cases going forward.
Okay, great.
That's how you solve cases.
Oh, okay. Sure. Hey, whatever, man.
Again,
whatever you say.
I try to
You're the expert. I don't know.
Get involved in other people's
You're the expert, right? You're the expert.
Their thoughts.
You're the expert.
I have a hard time sometimes keeping my mouth shut when I see idiocracy and
idiots,
stupidity among investigators. And again, it's not because of theories. It's because of clicks mostly and sensationalism.
Okay.
But I just try to stay off of YouTube mostly because that's where it is. Although there are mainstream television.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were promoting your book. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I didn't know.
They ever got aired.
I didn't know what you were doing there.
But
I saw your books.
Sensationalism.
Sorry.
And that's what sells.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I agree.
I guess I have integrity, and
I agree.
Unless there's some possibility, more likely probability to that theory, I'm not going to push it forward.
Oh, okay, got it.
Just like a couple videos I did about Kohberger's new motive that I heard from somebody that's credible.
Oh, I missed this. What was it? I missed it. I missed that.
They have inside knowledge of why Kohberger did this. And the guy's never lied to me before.
I totally missed that one. What is it?
So, yeah, I have to take his word for it.
What was it?
And he gave me the motive.
What is it?
And
I've
been vetting it.
Oh.
And it seems possible.
Okay, what is it?
Would totally go against
what you thought?
My theory about
yeah, that ain't a shot. Okay.
Being targeted.
Okay.
And it being sexually driven.
Okay.
Fantasy.
What the hell is it, Ken? What is it?
His idea is certainly possible, but again, I could put it out there and get 1 million views on it and make money, but that's not who I am, so I'm not going to put it out there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Sorry.
just
How many
not.
pages? I'm sorry. Hey. How many
I'll let
pages
somebody
in this one?
I guess.
555. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
If I really believed it, I
Sorry.
certainly would put it out there.
I still want that bottle. Okay, just saying.
If
I still want it.
one of the victim's family members wants to reach out to me,
Yeah.
and know for themselves what it is, for it to try to make sense to them, I'd tell them without a doubt.
Okay.
Just because they deserve it.
Okay.
But I'm not going to put it out for millions of people to just get clicks. I got more important things to focus on in my life than clicks. I want to educate people. So I guess it's almost like a job or a career when you leave. My old
Sorry.
chief detective told me this.
Try to. Oh God, I can't imagine.
Hope that you leave the position and the job better than what it was when you got there. Teach. Show you it's easy if you just do deduction and you don't look at the sensationalism of it. Don't go down crazy train lane.
Where was the deduction in this case, Ken? What did you deduce? You refuse to acknowledge the roommates as anything else but quote, survivors. Okay? And that's why you're getting, in my humble, amateur, idiotic, dumbass opinion, that's where you're blind. Blind. You refuse to accept that, Mr. Ken. Ken? Why don't you accept their behaviors, what they did and did not do? Why don't you accept the fact that it was Dylan who got Kaylee back to that house that weekend, the very weekend that she was unalived, Ken? Why can't you accept that? I don't understand. You refuse to go there.
That's my homage to Ozzy this week. I usually say Crazy Town, but we'll do Crazy Train. Don't get on board that. And start looking at theories, because you can make anything fit.
8 minutes, Ken. Make it fit, Ken. 8 minutes. That ain't no bullshit. I'm sorry. Well, 8 to 10. How about that? I'll give you 10 minutes, Ken. 10. Explain 10 minutes to me, Ken, with everything that we know that happened. 10 minutes, Ken.
That you
just saying, my friend.
Go back and look how many people were wrong about Delphi. Look how many people were wrong about Idaho. Okay?
Okay.
We were right on track.
Okay, guys, I'm leaving it right fucking there. I can't handle anymore. All right. Bye, Ken. Bye, Ken.
Again?
You went into the Snooty Fox under the name Carl the Tooth Williams.
As you had mentioned, that is ridiculous. Why would I make up a name like that?
Sir, that is your real name.
In this country.
Besides the fact
Oh
that
my
you look
God.
like you've been chewing on black jelly beans, what happened next?
I'll tell you what happened. He took me up to my room and everything happened so quickly. I mean, the whole thing lasted maybe 2 minutes.
I was down for a quick count.
All right, guys. I hope you liked that one. Yeah. So there you go. I felt that was compelling. Anyway, that's going to be the last critique of him, and that's all. That's the last critique of him. And hey, whatever. Just my humble opinion there. My amateur asshole, stupid ass opinion about this case. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you like that. Wait, where'd it go? Well, just always remember, you can't handle the tooth. All right. That goes for, you know who that goes for, Miss Bethany. All right. I love you all, babies. I love you all. Hey, last one. My brain is like, you asshole, you better shut it off right now. Okay. All right. Bye-bye, babies. Beautiful dreams tonight. Beautiful dreams. Always. Always. All right. We're definitely going to pick this up tomorrow. We'll get right back into the documents where we left off. And, okay. Bye-bye. Love you all. Love my garden. Okay, bye-bye.
She seems so easy. It takes one to know one. She smiles.